What if the thoughts consuming you right now were never yours to carry? Most people spend their entire lives trapped inside their own minds, spinning, spiraling, replaying conversations that ended years ago, rehearsing disasters that will never come. They believe this is just who they are, a worrier, a mind that never goes quiet. But the Stoics knew something different. Imagine Marcus Aurelius, emperor of the most powerful civilization on earth, wars on every border, betrayal within his own walls. And yet, in the quiet hours before dawn, he didn't spiral. He wrote, calmly, words that would outlive his empire. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Not a motivational phrase, a daily discipline. So, what was his secret? The Stoics discovered that overthinking is not a thinking problem, it is a believing problem. You are not processing reality, you are processing a story about reality, a fiction your mind dressed in the clothes of truth. They call this fantasia, the impression. And here's what most people miss: the impression is not the truth, it is only the beginning. Marcus practiced the view from above, zooming out deliberately. He asked, in 10 years, will this matter? And slowly the noise would quiet, not because the problem disappeared, but because the mind remembered its proper size. Carl Jung reached a similar conclusion through a different door. He believed overthinking is the mind running from something it hasn't faced, a shadow, the parts of ourselves buried and denied. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. The thoughts you cannot stop having may not be random noise. They may be messages from a part of you never given a voice. The Buddha taught that suffering comes from attachment, to outcomes we can't control, to thoughts we mistake for identity. You are not your thoughts. You are the awareness in which thoughts arise. A thought, observed with stillness, loses its power. This is the trick. The ancient trick most people never learn. Not suppression, not silence, but the courageous act of witnessing a thought without becoming it. The Stoics called it the discipline of assent, that fraction of a second between stimulus and response, where you can say, this thought has arrived, I see it, but I am not obligated to follow it into darkness. Nietzsche believed the overthinking mind is unexpressed power, a life force with no outlet, turned inward and destructive. His answer was amor fati, love of fate. Stop treating your existence as a problem to be solved. Begin treating it as a force to be lived. Overthinking is what happens when life becomes too small for the person living it. So here is what all these minds, separated by centuries, agree on. Overthinking is not intelligence. It is fear wearing the mask of intelligence. The way out is not to think less. It is to see more clearly. Recognize the impression as a story, not reality. Ask whether the thought serves you or simply consumes you. Listen to what the noise beneath the noise is trying to say. And live fully enough that your mind is too busy being present to rehearse its fears. The next time you feel that spiral beginning, remember, you are not your thoughts. You are the one watching them. And the watcher was never afraid. Wise mind. Think deeper, live better.